Am I here yet? I'm here. Are you here? We're all here. Hail, hail, the gang all here. Well, no, I'm here. Does that count? Oh, my phone's in my pocket again. That's because if I can't see the chat, then they have to call me and tell me that it's all snafu'd again. Hey, Diane Sharp, you're the very first one. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, glad to report the chat is working. Yay. All's good here. Mostly. Yeah, yeah. How are you, sweetheart? Hey, Marnie. How you doing, darling? Have you had dinner yet? Just waiting for a few more peeps. Hey, Miguel. Hi, darling. Teresa. Hi, sweetheart. And Diane's doing good. How are you guys doing? Marnie and Miguel and Teresa. And it's a Cindy Lisa raid. I was just there. I mean, like 2 minutes ago. It's like, oh, shoot, I got to go do my live. I could play You Guys Have to Find Me. We could all go over to Lisa's, pretend I was, we were playing hide and seek. And Marnie's working on a doily. Again, another one, or still? You're amazing. I can't do that little stuff. Well, I can't. Actually, I've never tried to do the thread doily. I've done doilies in like a 1 or a 2. My chair's missing a blanket. You're right. Hang on. We'll see if we can do something about that without ruining the decorations. How's that? Ooh. Is that any better, Miguel? Again, a different one. Marnie, God, you're just amazing. And Teresa's working on a mosaic blanket. Oh, I'm envious. Susan Hebert, hi, darling. How are you? And you've gotten Petra into making a doily now. Yes. I bet it's gorgeous. She's amazing, too. You guys are wonderful. Angela. Triple C raid. Hey, Dana. How are you? Triple C raid. Yay. Oh, you're so sweet to do that. I love it. That's amazing. Thank you, Miguel. That's so sweet. Yeah, this is half a dog blanket. I ran out of this yarn, so I sent for some more. I bought some more, and it's supposed to get here day after tomorrow, it says. So I'll be able to continue on that one. And there's Sandy. Hi, darling. I was visiting her this afternoon. Tiger Dragon Girl. Hi, honey. Nana Michelle's here. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Olivia. Hey, Cami. How are you, honey? Marina, Yarn and Darden. How are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, PG Nisi. How are you, sweetheart? Adele. My darling Adele. How are you? Sharon Brooks. Sent by Lisa. Tell Lisa thank you. It's not such a bad thing once you get your feet wet. What is that they say when you go into cold water? It's not so bad once you get in. And Jackie Hutchins. And there's Cindy. We were just talking about Cindy and Lisa, and I think Crystal from Ricola's, and maybe Deneen they're trying to put together a live for tomorrow, so keep your eyes out for that. Well, no, that's uncomfortable. Don't keep your eyes out, but be aware if it happens. Amy Long to Crochet. What a great name. Love it. Lisa Raid. Yay. No, Laura, I'm not here yet. Carol Clark, hi. Welcome, welcome. And Jan, my Alaskan crafter, Jan. And J-Bug Julie, hi, darling. I was visiting her this afternoon as well. And Tammy Schweiffer's working and lurking, which is just fine. Maureen, my first time here. No, it's your first time. I'm here every week. Your first time here. You came over from Lisa's Live. Well, thank you. This is brilliant. Anaya's Toy Box. Hi, Alyssa. Almost said Alicia. Shelby's up top tonight. She went up there to visit with Whitey and Maggie. I'm talking about the little turtle that's up there. I'm not very good at this. You know, I watch. Nope. Nope. There we go. That little turtle, that's Shelby. Madonna, my star. Phyllis, whoops, I missed you. And it's going fast already. Whoa, hello. Crafting Adventures with Amy and Jeannie. Petra sent you some yarn, Marnie. That's so sweet. She's amazing. Gracie Canales. Hi, sweetheart. Kivia Brown. Hey. Thank you, Pat. Hey, Pat Gray Hollis. How are you? Thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah, the thumbs up. I guess they really do matter. Carrie the Oriole's here. Hi, Carrie. Carrie does a live almost every day. Hey, 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 Marianne, the Crosby Clogger's here. Hi, honey. Joanne Barnes is here. Hi, darling. Well, I'm exhausted. I was sitting here this afternoon, crocheting and just having a nice quiet afternoon. My doorbell rings. It's my next door neighbor. All 3 dogs got out. Oh, joy. I was so pleased. Well, I don't know if you know about me or not, but I don't notate very well. My operating walking mechanism isn't so swift. And so we had a little bit of a kerfuffle, but we got it straightened out. All the dogs are back. Everybody's safe. But I'm like, Julie, sweet Julie, what a brilliant video you put up today. This is Kept in Stitches with Julie. It was just gorgeous, and she's in the perfect lighting, and she's got this gorgeous magenta type top on. It was beautiful, and she was beautiful, and she is beautiful, and I loved it. Just the whole thing, I loved it. Sin's Crafting World. Hi, Sin. Speaking of amazing people, there's another amazing crafter right there. Sin's Crafting World. Yeah, Madonna, they just, and of course they went, Fring. They didn't all go in one direction. Oh, no, that would have been too easy. Well, fortunately, our neighbor next door helped me shag them down. I got 2 back, and then the third one, Morgan, my tricolored. He was having way too much fun in order to come back in the house. He's like, I don't want to do that. Oh, Marianne, I'm so sorry. Your headache's been bad. I'm so sorry. Hey, Branjay. How are you doing, honey? Good to see you. And Miguel's been down all day with a migraine. What? Somebody said it's the barometric pressure that's changing, that's making all this happen, which I don't know. Fortunately, knock on something. Knock on wood. I don't get migraines. I've only ever had 2 in my life, and I never want to have another one. Right, Laura? She was awesome. Awesome. Just a brilliant video. Loved the whole thing. Susan Burke, hi. How are you? No cheese for Morgan tonight. No, he got, well, eventually he did come back, so he does get a treat because he came back. If I punished him, he wouldn't know why I was being punished. Because he had a wonderful time. It didn't let you say hi to Adele? What's wrong with that? That's not nice. Hey, Deneen, are you going to go live with them tomorrow, sweetheart? I was just chatting about that they were trying to set something up for tomorrow. Mama Swift is peachy. That's why I call her Peachy Niecy. She always would say, how are you doing? She says, I'm peachy. And then once we all get done lying to each other, we settle down to have a conversation. And Marianne says it very well could be the barometric pressure. Okay, I've seen cheese talk. Oh, you love watching. You're not brave. Well, we love having you. Does that count for anything? Oh, this is so sweet to have you all here. Thank you. I appreciate the thumbs. If you do that, I would like you to do that. And if you're not subscribed, please do, because I would really like that. I do a live every Thursday night at 7 o'clock Central. That would be 8 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Mountain, and 5 o'clock Pacific. What do we got? Oh, I know what I wanted to talk to you about. And Deneen will use you as a segue for it. Deneen has a channel, but she's not a content creator. She says she's not brave. And well, at least I don't know that you're a content. Maybe you just don't do lives. But in any event, everybody that's able to put a comment in the chat bar, oh, I actually remember what site it was on that time, has a channel. And even if you don't make any videos or post any videos or do anything, if you're able to comment, you have a channel. If you have a channel, then there's a channel page. You go up to your picture on the upper right hand corner once you're in YouTube and click on your picture, and it will say your channel. And there's some headings there. You're probably all familiar with this. Now, if you have over 1,000 subscribers, there's a community tab, and you can post messages and whatever you want to say there. If you don't, there's still an about tab. And the reason that I said all of that was because it would be really cool if everybody would put at least their email address in there, in the about tab. Because you can put anything you want to in there. Well, I guess not anything, but anybody that's a Yarny creator would, yeah, anything. Because I can't tell you how many times I've tried to send out Happy Mail and I couldn't find an address. Now, I understand. I didn't want to put my physical street address up on the internet either. So I got a post office box, but not everybody wants to do that or can afford to do that. Sometimes they're pretty expensive. So put up your email address, and then at least they can email you and say, okay, I want to send you a little something, something. And so what's your real address, your mailing address? And then if you don't mind giving them your mailing address, then you can get a little happy mail. Because it's so sad to try to go looking for people to brighten their lives a little bit and not be able to do it. It's frustrating. Okay, I know I missed a ton. Frenchie, you've got a broken toe? Oh, sorry. Oh, you're right, Jan. Alaska time. 4 in the afternoon, Alaska time. I forgot. Bad Sandy, bad Sandy. We have a lot of wonderful people that join us from Alaska. Sometimes you can't see Laura, but that's just a thing. Okay, working on down, trying to catch up. Bridget, hi, darling. And Chris, YTFP. Chris, hi, sweetheart. Vanessa, hi. Wow, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yo, yeah. Yes, Trisha, I know you. I've got your number. I know where to find you. Christy's Creations. Hi, sweetheart. Right, Adele? Yeah, it's really hard. And I've had to ask people. It's like, okay, on the QT, on the down low, just trying to keep it a secret. Can you give me their address if you think it's okay? You know, it's if it's not, then you go ahead and ask them. But I really have something I want to send them, so it's really difficult. Whoops. Frenchie says, in Canada, you can have flex delivery. They will give you a unique number and will send mail to the pickup office of your choice. I've never heard of such a thing. Thanks, Frenchie. I didn't know that. I wish they had that in the United States. Do the queen wave? You mean the elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist, touch the pearls? Frenchie said, no, I once broke my toe. It tells me when the weather is coming. Ouch. And Anaya's toy box is her email is in the description box of her videos, and that's perfect too. If you don't want to do the about thing, put it in your videos. But if you don't post videos, then you just put it in the about section. Hey Susan, what's your question? It's a pleasure to have you here, Vanessa. Thank you so much. Hey, Zach, you're late. You're early for you. You're fine, honey. Phyllis, hi. You can't put any info on your about page? Well, that's odd. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying, Chris. We have general delivery in the States. I like their system better, though. That's cool. Hey, Jennifer, Froggy went a knitting. I would say them, pointing up, because Canada's north of us, so I guess that's north. All right, Pat, we'll be right here. Yeah, it's free, and they will email you when you get mail, and you have 2 weeks to pick it up. That's wonderful. I never knew there was such an animal. All right, Marianne, you lurk away, darling. You take care of that headache, honey. I'm so sorry you have that headache. Yeah, in the United States, we've got something called informed delivery, and you can sign up with your post office. You can do it online, and they will let you know whatever address you use, whether it's a P.O. box or your home address. They'll let you know when you have incoming mail and when to expect it. Like if you're having a package, they'll track it from the very first place in the United States it reaches a post office until it gets to your house. So say, for instance, it's a Monday and you get a notice that on Thursday there's going to be a package, you can have somebody home to get it or watch out for it or whatever. Susan, are you talking about Oscar here? This is not Apollo. This is a crochet pattern from Old Soul Crochet, and she's got the pattern. She sells the pattern. And Sandy Clark from Crochet A Canada contracted to have Oscar made for me for my birthday last year. Susan's going to change devices. That is definitely not a word. You're going to watch it from bed. All right, darling, lay down. Feel good. Feel better. Hey, Ava Potterfield. Hi, darling. Oh, my God, I forgot who all I said hi to. Hi, everyone. That'll cover it. That'll do it. Sandy, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. So we're like, what, $25 airfare away from each other? Yeah, we're like about 5 hours, 6 hours away from each other. Yeah. And Marnie has the informed delivery on her P.O. box. I do too on mine because I don't go to the post office box very often. And so, but you can bet if I get an informed delivery saying you've got a box there to be picked up, I go. Okay, and then Frenchie's voluntary says you can see what it looks like in my about page. Okay, cool. So if you're curious about the and I already forgot the name of it in Canada, their version of post office box designated delivery place. She's got it in her about page, and so you can see what it looks like. I know, Miguel. It's stuffed. I can't even put everybody over there as it is. Oh, you can't see everybody, and Prince Andy's not there, and it's just I keep saying I gotta get shelves. I gotta get shelves. Deneen, what are you working on? What are you working on? Tell me. And Marnie's just west of St. Louis, so she's close too. And Tiger Dragon Girls from St. Joe. Hello. Hooked by Sue. Sandy, I just bought Sandy's book. Lydia, can't wait to read it, right? Lydia, sweet Lydia. There is there is an old song. And it was in a Marx Brothers movie. And Groucho Marx sang it. It's Lydia, sweet Lydia. Say, have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady. So every time I hear the name Lydia, I think of that song. Oh, Deneen, you're making pocket shawl number 141. Well, wonderful. Brilliant. And Ava's close to St. Louis, too. I'm on the wrong side of the state. I'm on the west side. $141. You're an animal. You're just amazing. Oh, and Fringe says you can also get a P.O. box. If it fits, it can stay there as long as you like. If it doesn't, then it's the same as getting a delivery card at your house. Real P.O. box is $180 a year. Yeah, they're kind of expensive. Okay, well, thank you, Miguel, for asking for a blanket on the back of my chair. I forgot to put it up there. This is doggy blanket number 6 in progress. This is, and I'm waiting for more yarn of this color. This is doggy blanket number 7. And this is the Alpine Stitch. And boy, they'll be able to see that one coming, won't they? When they do the Alpine Stitch, it involves doing a back post crochet in the row below. So if you don't pull up on your stitches, it has a tendency to curl really badly. Mine is in the process of straightening out. When I first had 4 rolls, it was like a little sausage. It's like, I'll just stay like this. I'm like, the heck you will. Sister to sister empowerment. Yes, how are you, honey? Mimi Betsy, hi. Hello, Sandy, and everyone here. Sorry I'm late. I had to deal with hospital stuff. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Eesh. Thanks, Miguel. Yeah, I think this is going to be dynamic. I'm debating whether or not I should alternate this color with another color or just leave it all red. It's for the canine officers, our little doggy officers. They each get a blanket. There's 12 of them, and this is number 7. So I'm over half, well, about halfway done. Jen just chose the Alpine Stitch for her new Afghan. New couch, new Afghan. Hey, all right. So, Treasure, you and I are going to be working on the Alpine Stitch. Thanks, Alyssa. Sunita making blue hats. Hi, darling. How are you? Thank you for being here. All right, Michelle, you put me on the big screen. You crochet away. I love the Alpine Stitch, too. I love the way it looks. It just looks neat. Looks like I know what I'm doing. That never happens. All right. Red, right? Trisha? Beat it into submission. You got it. Terry Maris is here. Miguel, you think that it'll show better if I alternate colors? So what do you think? A light gray, maybe like this? What colors do you think would complement this well? use an off-white color on it. Well, I thought about that, Julie, but it's for a dog. So white, in and out of the police car, and yeah, not so much. Thanks, Ava. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Looks like little diamonds. And sends back. She's laying down now. I'm glad that you're laying down. I hope you rest. Mr. Destiny. All right. Gray. Okay. So a light gray like this. Yeah, I think. Michelle, tell that yarn to act like it has some upbringing, and as its crochet o'clock says, I will whip it into shape. Work in progress. And French is making a bag of the hat with the Aurora Borealis yarn you got from Granny D's. It's roving and curling on itself like the old school cord. Okay, well, speaking of segues and things curling on themselves, we'll discuss blocking-ish. Now, oh dear, I'm going to have to move some things here. Oh, hang on. Don't squish a dog. One day I happened to be in Joann's and I had a coupon. We like coupons. And so I was able to buy the blocking mats. And I'm sure you've all seen them somewhere, whether in the store, in somebody's video, or you actually have some, which is nice. They're thick. And you can stick the pins in them to block very nicely. Now, they were sold at, this particular one was sold in a batch of 4, so I got 4. But even then, even with the coupon, it was kind of pricey. But up until that point, oh, earmail, good. Thanks, Laura. Previous to having the blocking boards, my ironing board was my best friend. Now, I use T-pins, which are these little guys. And I use them for a lot of things. As a matter of fact, that's how these guys are clinging to Oscar. And when I have them on the back of the chair, that's how I put them on the back of the chair, is with T-pins. My ironing board has an ironing board cover on it, which has kind of got a little bit of a foam back. And so I would take crochet and lay it out on the ironing board. Watch me stick this right into my hand. And I would pin it down on the ironing board. And then I would stretch it out to where it would be comfortably blocked, the way it's supposed to look, and not curled up like this little aminal. And then I would do as wide and as long as the ironing board would allow. And then I would get out my steam iron and I would put a towel on top of the crochet and hold the steam iron about that far above the towel and steam it. And then I'd walk away and do something else, dishes or housework or laundry or crochet, maybe even. And then give it, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, come back. And if it feels dry, then unpin it, move it over to the next portion, repeat the process. And that's how I block things without blocking boards. And it worked. It worked for years because I did, well, back in the day, as old as I am, there weren't any blocking boards. Oop, catching up. Hang on. If T was here, she would say black. Yeah, well, black, you wouldn't be able to see the stitch, but I don't think the dog would care. Yeah, so red and black, that's right. That's Sweet Tea's favorite combination. That's not a bad idea, Jan. Black, you wouldn't be able to see the stitches. Yeah. All right, moving along. So that's how I do blocking without using blocking boards. What are the length headbands do you make for twisted headbands, child and adult sizes? Danine's asking. Twisted headbands. Well, normally, don't you just measure around your head? Does the twist make that much of a difference? Julie blocking. What is this thing she speaks of? It's when your crochet absolutely won't obey and you have to steam it. You have to put the heat to it. Put that pedal to the metal. MR's got green blocking mats. Yeah. And but if you don't need them. You can do it on your ironing board. You can block an item on your ironing board. Things that make you go, hmm. Brandon, Miss Andy, look on Amazon for children's play mats. They're the same thing, but cheaper. I was just going to mention that, Bridget. The play mats that the kids have that look just like those pieces. They actually, hook together like that, and they're actually made to go out on the floor so that the kids can play on them. And they're available on Amazon and a lot of home decor places, and they are cheaper than the blocking mats. Thank you, Bridget. Yeah, Frenchie just said the same thing. Deneen, you sell what, darling? Oops. How did that happen? Granny D, my treasure. Nice, sweetheart. And there's Sweet Tea. We were just talking about you. Good things, good things. The fact that with my new dog blanket, which is red, for an alternating color, you would choose black. Saf, you're here. Hi, honey. How are you? Walmart sells them too? I didn't know that. Secondhand sporting shops sell them also. Good job. You bought yours at a garage sale. That's our Jan. Economical to the last. Yes, Teresa says she would choose red and black. Okay. Laura, are you here, darling? I wouldn't want you to miss this. Just checking. Just real quick. Just checking. What else do I have? Oops. What happened here? Oh, don't do that. Uh-oh. I dropped the T-pin. This may become a pointed experience. Where did you go? Oh, dear. Oh, I found it. Yep, that was headed for that was going to be a sensitive encounter. Oh, and Doneen's got her first Joanne's order coming. How exciting. There you are, Laura. Okay. That's wonderful. I don't know if any of you noticed that somebody's missing here and she's not here. She's been very busy. Very busy lady. She's been very busy. Well, we've had a lot of new friends in the house. So she's very proud of herself. And she wanted me to show you. especially Laura. So she says, hi, Laura. She says, hi, everybody. I've been busy. Just saying. And Laura says, gimme, 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 gimme. I know, right, Fringe? It's like, oh dear Octavia, what have you done? I can't. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. Ah. No, she's been cured of the crabs, and we check her. It's like, once a week we do the COVID test and the crab test. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Octavia's a little hussy, a little trollop, and she will frolic with whomever, whatever. And so the eggs normally get sent out places. And she sent one to Laura, and evidently she'd come down with a case of the crabs and didn't realize it. So Laura's egg was full of crabs. And Bridget says, oh, I need one of them eggs. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Tiger Dragon Girl. She's a spicy gal. Yes, she is. Tygo, hi, darling. She's a tart. She is, Miguel. She is. She's just got a new catalog like I needed more. They've got some nummy Afghan patterns in here. Trisha, help me. All kinds of textures. All kinds of textures. A strumpet. You're right, Jennifer. She's a strumpet. Oh, dear. Yeah, she'll hook up with anything. It's scary. There's normally liquor involved. I'll tell you what, our liquor bill is through the roof. And if you're new and you don't know what we're talking about, on my channel, Octavia has her very own playlist. There's only about 15 videos, and I think the longest one is like 1 minute and 20 seconds. They're itty bitty, but it does explain her exploits and what a rascal she is, and how she gets herself and me in so much trouble. Oh. And catching up. I was so pleased on Madonna's live today to see Mary show up. That was Mary in Ireland. She just, yeah, hadn't seen her in, oh gosh, 6 months, 8 months. She popped in, and I was so pleased to see her. That was great. It's like when I see you guys come in here, it just, sure, and it warms the cockles in me heart. It does. It's just such a thrill to see you guys here. Did Octavia steal my credit card? No. That I have been able to keep from her. She stole a 18-wheeler and trucked her little strumpet rear end to a Marianne, the crotchety clogger. Oh, Laura's so generous. Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farmy is so generous. She says she could share the crabs. She'd be more than willing to share the crabs. Hey, Cindy Moulter, darling, how are you? How's your yarn divestment? You're getting rid of yarn. How's that going for you, honey? She's moving, and says it's time. Oh, Ava, are you out, darling? It was great to have you here. I hope you come back. Thank you so much. Lori Lynch, you like my blanket? Thank you, darling. Is this Laura's, Madonna's stitch? No, this is the Nubbly stitch. It was the blanket before this that was the Madonna stitch. Hey, Linda, Quilty Linda, how are you? Itchy eye. How you doing, honey? Betsy says, no, thank you. I have enough problems on my hands. You can gift those elsewhere. She didn't want any crabs. Right, Granny D? We were all tickled to see Irish Mary. Yep, really were. Hooked by Suze. By the way, Sandy, it's me, the name you like. Suzanne Goulet, you have a new handle. Oh, Suze, I didn't know. I loved you. I love Goulet. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I'm so glad that you told me. Hooked by Suze, previously known as Suzanne Goulet. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Laura says, so now you want to be picky about my sharing. What? You will only itch for a while before you get the special cream. Are you out, Marnie? Bless your heart for being here. Thank you so much. You need to do some responding on 3 of your videos before your eyes completely conk out for the night. Is Katrina here? I didn't see her. If she's here, I missed saying hi to her. I love to crochet. Hi, darling. What is going on over here? This is uglier than ugly. Stop it. Okay, well, we weren't going to talk about the catalog because I could be there for hours. What were we going to? Oh, Fringe. We were going to talk about Fringe. No, I was going to talk about Fringe, and you were going to listen. Or not. It's up to you. That's also an ironing board story. What I do is I find something that is the approximate width of what I want the length of the fringe to be. And then, well, even though this is flimsy, we'll use this. No, we won't. That's too flimsy. We'll use my phone. Okay. So then I wrap the yarn around and around and around and around. Oops, hello. And around and around, and do that over and over and over and over and over again. And then I take it and I lay it down, whatever, the breadboard, a clipboard. I've got various different sizes of breadboards, so I can usually find ones that's the right size that I want. And I lay it down on a hard surface like my dining room table. I put books or something really heavy on it here so the yarn won't move. And then I take scissors and I clip along the edge. And that gives me a supply of fringe that's pretty much the same length. Close enough. And if I want it like half that size, then I cut it on both ends. But you got to make sure that you have something really heavy sitting on top of it. So then I put it on the project, and putting it on the project, pardon me, use what's called, oh, and you're not going to do that, are you? Yeah, you're not. Hang on. Pretty scissors. In order to attach it to the bottom of your item, be it an afghan, a shawl, or whatever, you use a lark's head knot, which means you take the folded over side of the yarn and you pull the loose ends through, and that gives you a lark's head knot. And you can have as many, strands as you want in each application, each block, each stitch, whatever. And then at that point, once that's all done, I take it back to the ironing board, lay it down on the ironing board, and again, I straighten out as straight as it'll go, because they're normally all, kinked up like this. Lay it out on the ironing board, put the towel over the top of it, steam it, like I said before, about that high up over the towel. And then I remove the towel and I comb through it with my fingers, and it makes it perfectly straight. And I wait long enough for it to dry, and then I clip the ends so they're perfectly even. So then I have perfectly matched fringe. Hey, cooking in a mo. How are you? Blessed evening to you, darling. So that's how I make my fringe. And it works out really well. I've always been very pleased with it. And you know what? If you screw up one piece of fringe, you just get a different one. It's no big deal. I see now where macrame is starting to come back. I'm hearing more and more about macrame again. Boy, when I was in my 20s, man, that was all the deal. I made so many white polyester macrame belts. Oh, Lele, my sweet Lele, how are you, darling? Laura says she has an even faster fringe. She doesn't use it. Have you checked to see if that really looks like a lark's head? No, I have not done a side-by-side comparison. I just know that's what the knot's called. Laura absolutely hates fringe. Janine says, I always organizing my yarn. Does it ever stay organized? I've never done it, so I can't answer that. Okay, guys, speak up. Does the yarn room stay organized? I knot them all together, Suze. I do. I put, like, if you have 4 strands, then I all together, not individually. Julie, to fringe or not to fringe? That is the question. Whether it is nobler than... Never mind. Sharon Brooks says, making fringe for a shaggy dog hat that was mind-numbing. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. It's Krista. Darling, how are you? The secret yarnery, Krista's in the house. Oh, she's over here. Hi, sweetheart. 3:46 a.m. Just rolling over in bed. So happy to see you. Loving the 10 milk. Oh, my God. Look at you go. Oh, honey, I can't believe you're here. I can't believe you even thought of finding me in the morning. In the sleep, sweetheart. I got to see you in the morning. 3:46. Bless your heart. Oh, and Sin likes the twisted fringe. I haven't done that yet. I've seen how it's done, but I haven't done it. And Laura says, not the fringe. And Fringe says, I'm trying to organize it. And Laura says, no, yarn rooms don't stay organized. Yeah, I've got some, they're talking about pom-poms. I've got some pom-pom makers. It's not one of my favorite things. However, when I made pom-poms, I was always disappointed because no matter how tight I pulled those, to cinch them up in the middle, they would always shed. The strands would always come up. And I did discover that if you use waxed dental floss as a string to tie up the middle, when you put it around and tie it up and then clip off the ends, when you tie up the middle with waxed dental floss, it ties really tight, it's really strong, and the strands don't come out anywhere near as easily. Tiger Dragon Girl says, you want the fringe? You can't handle the fringe. Oh, everybody say hi to Krista. What a treat to have here. That's amazing. Right now, Michelle? Oh, so nice. So many people don't like fringe. But I had a chenille bedspread when I was a kid that had that twisted fringe. And if Joe were here, she could tell us what it's called because I can't remember right now. Dental floss is always great for sewing doll parts together, too. That's great, Krista. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, that would be very, very sturdy, and it wouldn't fray as much. That's a great idea. Love it. But that's why you're the queen. Oh yeah, Lori, I hope it works for you because it sure worked for me. Because no matter, like I said, no matter how hard I pulled on that sucker, those little strands would just come right out. And then they got the least bit of pull on them. But you can really crank that dental floss down, the wax stuff. If you don't use the wax stuff, and then it just releases as soon as you release any kind of tension to make your second part of the knot, it'll release again. But the wax one stays in place. Oh, now we got 2 more votes for Twisted Fringe. French says, I got fringes multiplying and I'm losing control. Sorry about that. Right, Granny D? You remember the Twisted Fringe on those old chenille bedspreads we always had. Yep. Just not mint. No, don't put mint wax dental floss on there. No. Bullion Fringe. Thank you, Linda. Quilty Crocheter Linda has given us Bullion Fringe, which is the name of it. And that's how it's done. Yep. If you do mosaic, you automatically get fringe. That's true, Sal. I realized that when I watched all these people doing these great fringed mosaic blankets. I didn't realize that was part of the equation. It's like, oh, that's a lot of work. It's like, no, it's not. Look at all those ends you don't have to weave in. The eggs are multiplying. All right, Krista, you've not seen her eggs, have you? Come here, you. Oh, she's kissing him. Oh, what a good mommy. These are Octavia's eggs. She laid a new batch. So she wanted to show off. Terry Maris is doing mosaic right now. She's got fringe for days. Hey, Consuelo, how are you, honey? Good to see you. I know, right, Krista? She's very productive. And you never know what's going to hatch out of them because she'll hook up with anything. She's just a trollop. What can I say? What's in the eggs? See, Lisa scattered all the way. Hi, darling. You never know. And usually I send them out because otherwise my house fills up with eggs. And so it's up to whoever gets it to show what's in it. And if they're a content creator, I've had people do that. There are videos up that they show what hatches out of their eggs. The last time, I think that was the last egg that was gifted was, no, it wasn't the last one, but Laura, evidently, Octavia had been in some tawdry places and she picked up a case of the crabs, and Laura's egg, when she opened it, was full of crabs. Laura says, if you show those eggs again, I'm going to hop on a plane and come get them. Well, Chris hadn't seen them. I wanted her to see them. You're right, Christy. She has been busy. Ursula sandwiches her mosaic tail ends in a double layer quarter. Well, now there's a phrase I'm not familiar with. Double layer quarter. I know not from double layer quarter. But I must investigate to find out. Teresa says, please show the eggs again. She wants to see Laura get on a plane and come down and get them. See, Sharon says, I made an egg with a button to close it with an owl in it. Well, see, there is a slip stitch that closes up the egg. So when you get the egg, all you have to do is pull the slip stitch and it unravels and it opens up and there's a little creature inside. But with the button, you could fasten it back up. With this, you have to re-slip stitch it. So I think, but Sharon, same idea. Yeah, same thing. And that's true. Laura is the egg beggar. Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming is the egg beggar. She's got the title. She's got the eggs. God, she's got the eggs. Just beautiful. All right, what else were we going to talk about? We talked about Fringe. We talked about, oh, I know. And to finish off, Ogos. Have y'all gotten Ogos? What do you, right, Lisa? It is a cute idea for Easter. And everybody is so excited to pull that little ripcord to see what's in there. What do y'all think of the Ogos? I have not purchased any. I have not felt compelled to purchase any. Now, these are only my opinions because, like I said, I haven't felt of it. I don't know if it's soft. I'm totally uninformed on this subject. Too expensive? No, 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 no. Have not gotten Ogos. No Ogos for me yet. Too expensive. Just as. We'll be briefly interrupted for a commercial from Mad Me, Miss Crochet and Farmy. Just a small FYI, Egg Mega is always accepting eggs. We'll now return to our regular scheduled question. No Ogo for me, says Daigo. No Ogo for Daigo. No go for Ogo. Nope, too much money. Yeah, see, you guys are right there with me. I'm like, is it gold plated? What? I see no point in spending that kind of money for a yarn that doesn't look anywhere near as nice as like a lot of the ice yarns are. There were a couple of words in there that got backwards. Please just interpret. Yeah, right. Alyssa, Anaya Stoybox, not really interested. No. Yeah, too much. Plus, it is so big. Yeah, it's a gimmick. It's like the anniversary cakes and a lot of the other things. It's just a gimmick. Now, I applaud the fact that they're trying to come up with a way to avoid yarn barf. That's brilliant. Kudos to them. But then to package it like that, methinks they're trying to recoup some of their investment in spending time doing research. Or maybe they just want to make money. Yeah, no go for Lena too. Yep. And the colors are tied together. Yeah, so it's not like there's a fade or anything in between them. And we can go out and purchase individual skeins of yarn and tie them together ourselves if that's what we want to knot. Naughty, naughty. And Laura says, if it was special yarn, perhaps. But that's a no-go. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I can't be bothered. And it's not like it's convenient to store. And Trisha got an ice order today. Yay. I love it. I love it. Laura says, spank me because I'm naughty. Naughty, naughty. And Lisa, see, smart. Lisa, the Grammy scattered all the way. I'll wait for the sales. Yep. Right there. What was the one that had the thimble, not a thimble. Hang on. The bobbin yarn with the 3 colors? Same thing. Gimmick. Oh, you meant the double layered border. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry. I was so confused. And Teresa said, I would just add the pull start tab on the skeins like they used years ago. It would solve the problem. Yeah, they're not reinventing the wheel here. And Alyssa ordered a Lion brand mystery box for the first time. Ooh, fun. Yeah. And Judy says, Trisha gave me some beautiful ice yarn. I saw that. That was gorgeous. I was so envious. Whoa, how disciplined of you, Laura. Premier did that, and I bought not a one. Oh, and Sharon wants some bamboo yarn. Oh, soft. I got some Kobu. Doesn't that have bamboo in it? Well, the boo indicates that it does. And I haven't used it yet, but it is soft. You're right. And Granny says, I think that color changing yarn was not great either. Boring white to a very light pink, yellow, etc. in the sun. No, I did see today, and maybe I just missed it. It's been out for a long time, and I just missed it. But the chameleon yarn, the yarn that changes color in the sunlight, is that new? Hey, Sister Kathy. After I go, which is, oh my God, I'm overdone. Kathy will be going live. Mimi Cat Do 65 will be going live tonight. And so make sure you go over to her channel and say it's a Sandy raid or a left is right raid or whatever kind of raid you want. What time are you going live, honey? That's the one you're talking about. Okay. Oh, and it stinks. Oh, not good. That's not good. I love you. Hey, yeah. Trisha, yes, please. Yes, that's great. Great idea. Love it. No. Rosalie's not back yet. Kathy, Mimi Can't Do 65 just asked me if Rosalie, because normally it used to be that Rosalie would go live after me and then Kathy after her. But Rosalie's taken a sabbatical while she moves. And no, she's not back yet, honey. Good night, Adele. Thank you for being here. So party at Mimi's. Yeah. All right. Then 9:05. Okay, in 3 minutes, she's going to be going live. That's Mimi Cat Do 65. And let's see if I can get the link for you. Somewhere here. Oh, well, see, this says 64. I thought it was 65. Maybe that's why it didn't come up. Well, son of a gun. There you are. I have you now. All right. Oh, no, I have to find me again. Where'd I go? Oh, there I am. Oh, see, and Daigo already had it up. Aren't you brilliant? Okay, and Madonna already had it up. Thank you, guys. I love you. I love you. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Cut to yourself some sack. Hugs, big, warm, squishy hugs. I love you, love you, love you. The gang all loves you. They're giving you squishy hugs too. We will see you again soon. Thank you so much for being here. Crochet away, my darlings. Bye-bye.